In a small town where houses were crammed together, lived two friends, Marie and Anya. Their friendship began in childhood. Marie was tall and slender, with thick hair that always waved in the wind. Anya was short, but with big and bright eyes. They went to the same school together, shared secrets, and dreamed of the future. At school, they were inseparable. They helped each other with lessons and participated in all school activities. Anya liked math and was always the first to raise her hand to answer the teacher's questions. Marie, on the other hand, was a creative soul. She was passionate about literature, drawing, and music. Together, they created small plays for school celebrations and wrote poems together. After graduating from school, Anya and Marie decided to enter the same university. Anya chose the Faculty of Information Technology and Marie chose the Faculty of Arts. At university, they continued to support each other. They spent evenings together, discussed their successes and failures. Sometimes they even combined their talents to create something unique. Anya developed programs and apps, while Marie created paintings and illustrations. Their friendship only grew stronger over the years. A few years later, Anya became a successful programmer and Marie a famous artist. They remained best friends, helping each other in difficult moments and rejoicing together at every achievement. Anya dreamed of a career in it, and she was interested not only in technical aspects, but also in business processes. When she heard about a vacancy for an IT specialist in a New York bank, she decided to give it a try. After a successful interview, Anya started working at the bank. Her tasks included supporting the bank systems, training employees on new technologies, and solving technical problems. She was in her element and her professionalism was quickly noticed. One sunny day, as Anya was working on a system upgrade, she met Max. Max was a successful businessman. That day he came to visit his friend Steven, who was the director of the bank where Anya worked. Max and Anya crossed paths in the hallway, and Max liked her immediately. He asked Steven to introduce her to him, but Steven didn't want to do that, as he knew that Max liked women very much, was always the center of their attention, and was not ready for a long relationship. Steven himself really liked Anya. He didn't want Max to ruin her life, but Max insisted on his own, and Steven had nothing left to do but introduce them. Over time, their communication became more personal. They began to spend more time together. Max knew how to fascinate women. He gave beautiful gifts to Anya, invited her to the theater, arranged a picnic on the river bank. It was very romantic. Anya fell in love with Max, and it seemed to her that Max had the same feelings. One day Max invited Anya to dinner, but he didn't show up at the restaurant at the appointed hour. Anya sat in the restaurant for about an hour, but Max never showed up. She got worried, called his cell phone, but he didn't pick up. She decided to go to his house. The door to the house was open. Entering the bedroom, she saw Max and the girl in his arms. Their lips were merging in a kiss and their eyes were full of passion. Anya couldn't believe her eyes. Her heart clenched as if a knife had been plunged into it. She silently left the room, closed the door, and left. Now she knew the truth, and it was the biggest disappointment of her life. Anya had always thought her life was like a cloudless sky, but it all came crashing down overnight. Anya dealt with her pain in different ways. At first, she felt anger and resentment. She cried, unable to understand how this could have happened. But then she decided that it was not worth losing herself because of someone else's betrayal. Max did not give rest to Anya, came to the bank, asked her to forgive him, but Anya was unshakable. She believed that if he betrayed her once, he would betray her again. Then Max made scandals right in the bank, shouting at Anya that even Steve could not calm him down. One time he had to get Max out of the bank with the help of security. Anya realized that this could not go on. Anya decided to change everything. She quit her job. Steve had a hard time letting go of Anya because he really liked her. But he couldn't tell her about it at a time like this. He thought she wouldn't believe him. Anya decided to move to another city. She needed a fresh start, leaving the past behind. Marie was stunned by this news. She couldn't imagine her life without Anya. But Marie couldn't go with Anya. She had work to do. Exhibitions featuring her work. Anya understood everything, and her friend was not offended. Having moved to another city, Anya rented a small apartment, got a new job in the firm. Her days were filled with new ideas and discussion of projects. She met new people, and every day was like a new page in her life. It helped distract her from her painful thoughts. But in the evenings, as she sat at the window of her apartment, she missed Marie. They corresponded, called each other, but distance did its work. She longed for Marie, for their friendship, which was stronger than any bond. And she remembered Steve, too, grateful for the support he'd given her after she'd broken up with Max. And for some reason, she missed him a lot, too. After all, she guessed he liked her. And Max was a thing of the past, like dark clouds that the wind had dispersed. One day, walking through the park, Anya saw a familiar face. It was Steve. They exchanged joyful greetings and decided to meet in a cafe. Steve was happy, and Anya, at that moment, she felt that something was changing in her life. Anya saw that Steve wanted to tell her something, but didn't dare. Then Anya decided to tell him herself that she really liked him, that she missed him. She thought that Steve would laugh, but he suddenly told her that he loved her very much and couldn't go on without her. So he came to get her. She must return to her hometown with him. She realized that even after a painful breakup, you can find happiness if you open your heart to new possibilities. So Anya found a new love that was stronger and deeper than she could have imagined. Max realized his mistakes and decided to change. He started doing charity work and helping those in need. The sincerity he had long lost appeared in his eyes. He no longer sought adventure, but saw peace of mind. That's how he met Marie at the exhibition and fell in love with her at first sight. Marie liked him too. She felt that Max had changed, became a different person. He courted Marie and finally won her heart. When friends arranged joint meetings, then Max and Anya exchanged short smiles like old friends. But their hearts already belonged to others. So their lives spun like a whirlwind that brings with it change and hope for the best.